We pledge you love and loyalty to we country salo. My how we there, my how we born. We sweet, sweet
Koya
salo.
Kingdom
We pray for
inheritance.
make this country
How the
grow.
Koya Kingdom
Mama
rise
salo.
in, how he fall down, before war come with bullets, before market turn prison, before brother sell brother, one kingdom been there, way one man from Mali begin. This man been them Farama Kamara from the Omande. Then temne them call this a man, or Tamidi man been get mind and sabi fet. In Bin they use magic. Them call the kingdom Koya. And Koya been take from Guinea to Liberia. Koya no build palace with brick. Them build with respect, with wisdom, with Bai and Gabana them. The chiefs. Koya been lectured in basket. Everybody holding own corner. How Koya starts. Temne people wise. Them sabi the road, salt, cola, cowrie. Mali get army. Koya get alliance, every village join and them nor fed, them share, trade sweet, rainfall, drum the beat, peace thee. How the Wahala begin nar Koya. Listen careful, Salone people, them power sweet past honey, but power can cause trouble for all man. Bye Bana from Mabonto and Wanje, way today, nar Sierra Leone won't take over the salt road. Another buy and in Gibana them vex. You want chop all by yourself, arrow fly, roadblock, market dry, trader them fear, unity begin shake, trader music stop. Opoto don land, from the sea, ship, land, like crocodile. Opoto no ask for yam, them no ask for goat. Them say, bring pekin, bring man, bring woman, we go gi unugon and cutlass, rum, cloth. First we say no, then we say, na only prisoner. Then we say, na enemy pikin. Last we no talk again. Kola rod don't turn to chain rod. How Koya fall down. For 500 years this go on. Some buy them build big house. Some buy get big looking glass. Koya heart begin quell. Koya unity dawn scatter. British them come land in 1808. Some buy them give land to them and other buy say them betray them brother. Now the cloud from the rum gone and the cloth don't clear. None to buy them nor get kingdom again. Only shame, only silence. The Koya lesson. We Sierra Leone people don't land them all but them go tell you say. Any kingdom way no get unity, he go scatter. Road nor to one person get armed. Trade feed build for all man. If trade nor be for all, in go fit break all man. Koya nor die or in nor end fin 1-0. He still the waka with we inside, we at end, will we food them. We still day now the bush path, and still lo they fet inside we are then minds. The silence we get, between wars, and no peace. We still day fet the Koya war. How for do for stop and, waiting we go do for end war.
Yes, we fumble them on a good evening, on a good afternoon, on a good day, wherever on a day. After mami no piari second, Pondesha Tele, Viana, Kawiena. We country don't reach us out for begin face the truth. So for left for the put sugar and honey on top of the truth. And we go only know the truth about Sierra Leone if we find out what we country. One reason we're not ever able to get the truth and get we self united in Sierra Leone is that most of we not care for find out. What they don't tell we in a school whether na lie or not true now we take. And me want for make Sierra Leone people let no say 75% of voting and tell we in a school now be message for suit certain purpose. They're not true about who that we be. We country or look from a bigger perspective. That part of West Africa, go they take from Senegal, take come to Cote d'Ivoire. And especially that part we get Guinea, Liberia, and Sierra Leone with Guinea-Bissau. A very unfortunate part of Africa. Unfortunate because the greatest damage where that transatlantic slave trade do now within that area it take place. And the fact we get for faces that some of our ancestors have been greatly involved. The Whitman they will come like John Hawkins and the others, they'll not be able for they go inside the forest. Then we get people in at the coast, we collaborate with them, begin sell them, fumble them, sell them, cousin them, lie on people, then say them witch, then this, then that, then sell them. The unfortunate side about it all is that about the time when the slave trade start, this kingdom where they not write much, but they not talk much about Koya Kingdom na history. History of Sierra Leone, when you read now scanty things then tell you about Koya Kingdom. They not even tell you now say at the time when they've been fed by Boya, Koya Kingdom is still they exist. They still they exist. They tell people then that. So the history then distort them now not know the truth. And because we don't know the truth, it affect we right now. Now it make us able to unite as a people. Because the Koya Kingdom, about the time we form, now in the slave trade start, but it not start for take people and go over the Atlantic. It start, then they take people and from Guinea-Bissau, Guinea-Conakry, Sierra Leone, then carry them go to Cape Verde. That's how the transatlantic slave trade started. I mean, Cape Verde are the first port, but when I say then get problem there of water and other things, now them decide say, oh, Columbus be don't pass through here, don't go discover a place, let's go see how they turn. That's how the transatlantic slave trade started. So that was about the time where Koya just they start. So even the Koya not being get time for Sidom and consolidating power, this slave trade coincide. People them within the coast because Koya now being a decentralized system. Then we get the king, then we get Bana them and other half chief them, where them say, okay, we loyalty there to the king. So, but they been get a new way of controlling themselves within their regions. Those in the coastal areas, now then cause all the problem, then bring the division, we take it, now they affect we in Sierra Leone. So they can examine today, they can look in the shape of what they happen now inside the country. Why you go get Camara, we come up with he believes say that Camara we come up Cambia and Koinadugu na enemy. This has to stop. And that's what this channel is for. Telling the people the hard truth, let we know say we all can live together. But we need for no side problem come out. But before they reach the discussion point, let allow Mr. Ture let himself tell Una do after I don't do the introduction.
Bonjour, c'est Awana Yawisia. Baba Wikawi. Mami no second no supporting nuto. Famule na cabo, plenty kushetena. Unu cabo. The last one I can always say, the Limbaman way, not the hamburger anybody, then a little corner, I say Monday. Every country forget Monday. We demand in Asalo, Pajalo, we still look for them, we not see them. But waiting for Jalo, they talk now something where for me it is very painful. You know, ignorance now something way bad, but there is something really, really they strike me in my face, even when you they talk. We get infiltrators. How do they infiltrate? Now through people, and they say before tickets buy you now, or sell you.
And
They
that's why
enter.
then every language is there.
Yes, the people them we come, then come through the coast because the country be blocked. Nobody will enter from the other ways them through the mountain them. Which man be past bush road. They make Limbaman then when they come, then go far na the mountain area. For me, they make themselves not accessible. They make all the side where they're in a mountainous area. The latter people are now then they near some coast them. So when they can talk to them when they are within at the coast, and then they go to the inland, go catch them company like fall. Or the chief themselves gets the half kukujumuku. People in the slander one another, then they lie and people, they call people witch, then they make them woman palava and they have things them. Then they put katana you eat. The next thing, then load you in a boat, then carry you go. But the thing where they trouble me, the same pattern, the same divisive pattern, the same type of ignorance. People got not change. Now the same pattern. If we really serious, then thing what they talk about, so we pay attention. We can able for change things around because you see anything where they happen around you, it gets a circle. If you break the circle, you go able to control the situation. But it's like one generation don't come, they make the same mistake here. And not that we don't know, we know. Another one come, then continue with that same mistake day. Another one come, then continue with that same mistake day. Then they see all the same evidence of how things may happen. Because when with man come, it collaborates with local person. Where sabi the terrain, where sabi the local geography. Now they carry them go inside for looking glass, for cigar, for mirror, for things them really and truly where honestly, yes, in those days it worth something. But is it worth more than una young community? The man not catching young people in Europe. He not catching young family in Europe. He left them. He can't catch you on them. Then you say you agree. You know, I want to throw something at the mix before I even to you, Pajalo.
Oh no more, go on.
You see, there are certain things in the way they post modern Sierra Leone before inject them come na ya. You remember one time where thief plenty in a salon, bad thief plenty in a salon, and the thief Black December become, and some other kind thief business that may happen at the country. When Sheki want stop them, then pass a simple law. They say the thief man, where the thief, it a thief because he get person where they sell them to.
Yeah.
He say now we for change the law in a way. Not only thief man no more they punish now the person where buy them because when you buy something where worth 10,000, you buy 10 million from somebody, you definitely know for say this person no labor for that thing day. Now Jebu. So if you buy them, you are equally guilty of the crime. Then you look now two, the lock now two up. When Sheki puts that law day, very quickly, it reduce thief na Sierra Leone because the person where they buy and the person where they thief, then they hold level two. Because as they hold you so, they say can go show we who you sell them to. You see, we brother them where they connive 30 days. We get them now, we missed. They make a talk and say the method did not change. Another book where I read, where show that it shows saying that the same pattern happens all across Africa. You remember the book Weep Not Child? A man where be they sell out to the white man them against the young people them. That man they waiting happen where they sell against the young people. Now in are the only man where the white man allow for farm. And waiting to be the farm. Now peritium. Something where the people know they eat. And I can and corn and they eat. And at the same thing, then they call cash crop. Cash crop. They plant something where not valuable in the community, only valuable to white man. Now the same pattern. So we got this man here in question, him the darling of the white man. All the black man are not allowed to get farmland. Now no more than give farmland. And the only thing where the plants now waiting the white man they need, not to waiting the people in the eat. You see, so this thing where you topic where you bring come now one word Sierra Leone and we got for pay attention to.
And what did the Kenyans do?
So the Kenyans them they organize themselves, then try for break the circle because a man where Naboru, we go fight the Second World War, we understand how the outsider they think and they work. He came, he was very angry. And when he came, he organized the people. That was the birth of the Mahoma society. But we see them, we they wait for God. We see them, we they wait for white man. The very people they wait, not the enemy. Now they call back for can help you. It does not make sense. Because you born than the thief or the thief, not to they sell. Because if you the go make contracts now your country for 100 years, you pay money when not do for buy polo for your one whole country. Then you know for say you they put your country in harm's way. Then we see them with a dance for them people there. Yeah. They're not in mind from 1930s. Now Sierra Leone. It not trickle down to the people there. We not enjoy the benefit. And even the one where they sell to the white man them, they themselves not enjoy the benefits. Because where the money would they really get? So this is not chief God love. They're not the benefits, we not the benefit. We always suffer. The only person where they benefit from the deal, now the white man there. Now the white man them. So I pass that to you, my brother.
You see, when they talk, I listen to you, they ask you one question, say, what did the Kenyans then do? And so?
Yes.
Because the point we'll get for focus now on is, why did people in Kenya stop this? And they see they reflect in the governance system, say, Kenyans have a mentality of nationhood where we not get in Sierra Leone. Why? Why we think, say, Sierra Leone always there in a non. I don't want to use this word actually because I think it will be too big for a lot of we audience. But I will use them and I explain what he mean. Now we left for blind following self in Sierra Leone. There has never been peace in Sierra Leone.
Never.
We have always been fighting a non-kinetic war. And that war is over control of resources. This is the background to all the nonsense where they go on in Sierra Leone. Sierra Leone has always, from the time of the Koya Kingdom, we from almost about the time where this transatlantic slave trade starts, the basic Sierra Leonean has always been taking control of the resources for ghetto foreigners, letting it pittance. We have been fighting a war without the use of weapons, but a very deep psychological war we don't dismember with society. And when you get that kind of situation in any society, the class of people wey no mix pan governance, na they always na the victim. It has happened always in Sierra Leone. Slave trade, na the one they will not dey within the ruling houses, na then suffer. Many wars the world don't create in between, the one they will not dey in the ruling houses, na then they suffer most. Into this last war, RAF war, who that suffer most? Now the people that were
Now
not
the
there.
ordinary man when they rub two pennies together. And they
Yes.
suffer.
Because a few people, then you focus now for control the resources of the country. Then they do whatever it takes, forget that control. And for those of us who understand what is going on, the situation is getting worse by the day. Now, what are the instrument where this minority ruling class they use for control we?
Mm-hmm.
They don't teach we for play the game of victim. We are victims. I'm not a victim because I don't respect any of those idiots. Then divide we into clans. We they support them. Then they make this happen. Now this make this happen. And that victim mentality, when they not do na Kenya, the Kenyans stood up and asked, "Who are you to come and sell us?" Mau Mau is up. Not so.
Mm-hmm.
Who was the leader of the Mau Mau? Not so Kenyatta.
Jomo Kenyatta.
And who was he after independence?
He was the president.
And he created a framework for nationhood.
Mm-hmm.
Even though Kenya gets deeper ethnic boundaries than we in Sierra Leone.
And I not got you word waiting he talk after we a win. He make it clear. He say, wait man, we born na ya, will not drive you. If you have to conform with the rules, then we dey na ya, we bound we all. This is your home.
Yeah.
But if you feel say you are superior, you are better than everybody else, and you for be treated like a supreme being, this is not a place for you. We're not gonna kill you. Pack and go.
Yeah.
He made it clear.
Because, go ahead.
The reason we make us say this, we get people them now we country where even bad past the weight man them. Because if you see your fellow man born from the same soil, then planted are all neighbors in the same country, you don't learn book. You say you sabi book. You don't use the book for the growth of everybody else. Remember, per whip not child. Jacobo, when I in the farmer, when I meet the sell out, na in the Kongusa, you see, we get in Sierra Leone the Jacobos them. When I in the Kongusa for in benefit. Now that we get 2 for penny in Sierra Leone. The borrows them, they're not there. Borrow instead, he used what in he learned. He took part in the Second World War. He learned. He realized, say, we cannot continue living like this. We have to do something drastic for change the environment for the better.
And let me draw your attention at the same mentality Seretse Khama used in Botswana. Seretse Khama, we been in England, can study where they victimize them.
Yes.
When he went back to Botswana, he created a sense of nationhood.
Yes.
We have never created a sense of nationhood. We have always
now, during the war, we be no Sierra Leonean them. When I be the middleman them for sell weapon on to both sides.
Now begin.
They come. When they sell the weapon on both sides, una they kill yourself in the crossfire. Una they kill the indigenous people them. Una they kill the una young brother them. But the person when they sell the weapon, they don't dwell amongst you. Then picking and overseas. Then just they can left the weapon. Then cut. then go hide in Liberia or in Guinea. They are not in the scene. And most of the people are caught up. They have nowhere to go. Even if they want to go, they not get money. Then they are abject poverty. You know, this is not gross wickedness. Gross wickedness. Gross wickedness. That war, at the end of the day, they cut people in the hand, they wound people them, waiting salon benefit out of it. Even the recommendations them, where they put for make it not ever happen again after the waiting peace. They not apply them, they not do them, they not implement them.
Mister,
Yes, sir.
what is worse than what happened in between 1991 to now? Now, it happened today in Sierra Leone.
This is what is killing. This is painful.
I need to overemphasize war. You know why Sierra Leoneans would always say, hold on to war again, when in fact we're always at war? Now, because the manipulative class, where they try for control with resources, they preach to we two things. They preach to we the concept of us being the victim. Secondly, they preach to we fear. Unnecessary fear. You are afraid of dying from a bullet, but the one worse than a bullet is being used to kill you slowly and painfully.
Like that, you just pull an amimot. The non-kinetic war, it was past the kinetic war.
Kinetic war, because the kinetic war will be fought within a period, then the end. Then I reconstruct, not so.
Yep.
The non-kinetic war, when they tell you, say, you not forget access for able get 1 month for it for day. Malnutrition. The way they kill you is more painful. That lack of good medical condition, the way they kill you is more painful. That lack of pure drinking water, the way they kill you is more painful. But still, they will preach the fear to you. We've stopped being at war. We've never, as I speak, Sierra Leone is at war. APC get over 30 candidates who want presidency. SLPP get a list for them, they go around now and say 21. And each of these guys, they are ready to do what it takes for them to emerge as the winner. So it's a war. That's where we language, and they cannot finish our language. Let him the man they talk say one go fetch for something, what if we go get chieftains, what he say? He say got Chimambai. So then they say. They say. The mentality of war is in us. Let us stop fooling ourselves. Let us begin to look at how we can come together and move away from being victim and beginning to think of how we can be in control of our resources and as victors. Let us stop fooling ourselves in Sierra Leone. The war mentality, the non-kinetic war, and the control where that they give a few people, now I make poverty there in a land we're supposed to be the richest country in Africa.
You know, within you talk about, so the area where they manifest one of the biggest psychological damage na poverty. Where you live your life, now the environments where God put you for let you thrive, for buy your bus safe na problem. You get for beginning wondering who side they pull money for your bus. If you go walk, you tell you where flare what support, at the cam la go try. Some days then when you go try, all day you come say, hey, darling, I try. Better not day. You know, that is very demoralizing. That is very undignified for a man.
Not
You
only
get
for a human being.
Yeah, for a human being, yes.
Because there are women who are subject to that and it suffer most because
You know,
some of picking them for
the woman then are also what they tell the picking and they cry. The picking are very disorientated. My brother, you don't get that parable and say Bele no get holiday. If they tell you say you're ungrateful like Bele, now the worst cause when they cause you for being ungrateful. No matter how you eat yesterday, we don't clean Bele, why eat back? I like you eat 3 bushel rest today, tomorrow Bele get for eat. Bele no the go holiday. Then picking and one for eat. Then picking and no care usa you pull them. So when somebody there in that bracket, they are desperate. And that desperation, it cause immense psychological damage on the people them. And the people them where don't to line so. Now the new war, that the new non-kinetic warlords them.
Now them.
Then say they can recruit the young groups them. Some of them not for say, they're not for we know. But they set themselves up for influence. So they go able to get their hand and the ball pan. So they go conduct from the conduct.
Thank you.
So this is the strategy. And when they go, we the very people them, now when they say, Jalo na brother, now we opposing. Then get a team the parable we say, where they pray to God for like brother the outside and the sheep. You see, and all them parable and the way you look all corrupt. All corrupt. And then I bring about this patrimony. Because from the Koya Kingdom, after where 1885, where they divide Africa, when the Englishman then come, now that's when they get a freehold for dismantle with society. But the reality is, the method not change. Not the same method. You want to tell me for say we Africans, we are not sophisticated enough for let we able, pick them in the air out and, set yourself for growth.
For answer, Dandy.
Please.
Look at what's in the happen at the Mano River Union. Now take the Mano River Union as a issue in context. So?
Yeah.
You get 2 French speaking, 2 English speaking. Compare the 2 countries that are French speaking to those that are English speaking. You see the French countries are making more progress, even though they're still there within the Mano River Union. Guinea and La Côte d'Ivoire, they make more progress than Sierra Leone and Liberia. So therefore ask, why is it that the Francophone them then seem to be proactive, whereas we the Anglophone, we're always blaming and playing victim?
I'm glad the way you bring that
into consideration.
I'm glad the way you say that. Because now just the other day, I watch a documentary where La Côte d'Ivoire don't break away from sending raw materials as in a major cash crop when a cocoa. Now then they process them and they value add pan before it left the country. Now then self they do them. Now they get institutes, colleges, where they train how to process the cacao for make them value added before it go out. And in some cases, then they make the chocolate, they export them out. So now, then they make more than them for they make. If them they take them, they ship all they go. So I agree with you.
Now let me give you a background about the Ivorian economy. Since the days of Felix Ufegwani, Ivory Coast get more minerals than Sierra Leone. I put that first down. Then get the largest share of the iron ore on the Nimba Mountains. Usai Guinea, they can begin go mine as Simandu. Okay? because the Nimba Mountains, they're between Guinea, Cote d'Ivoire, and Liberia. Ivory Coast, they own part of the Nimba Mountain. They make her into a game park. They say, let nobody know venture. So they don't care about minerals much. From the days of Felix Ofreguane, the economy of La Cote d'Ivoire was built around agriculture. All the time I don't pass through that country because I'm not going inland, but I see work in the flyover. The last thing where they notice before you land in Abidjan airport, now miles of palm oil. What's a miles, Imran? You they look them, you know, they see the end. When the plane they come, when the plane they take off, now the same thing they see.
God gracious.
Pineapple. They are one of the largest exporters of pineapple and other fruits. La Cote d'Ivoire is the only country who, since the 1970s, have been producing Nescafe, then bottle inside Abidjan, they export, and that Nescafe where they buy in a shop, now Abidjan, then they bottle them. A lot of people don't know this. Nestle is a Dutch company, but then trust what's in the Ghana, La Cote d'Ivoire. From the 1970s, they don't begin bottle and package Nescafe, now Abidjan, for export to Europe and the rest of the world.
And they must say, Butwa here. You
So
don't see
that great way they talk about, so the revolto, now step-by-step arrangement, then send people them, then learn the technology. Now they are doing it. Ghana also is doing it. Sierra Leone, from what the war done with cacao and coffee, you know, the yeri butter. You know, why to discuss all of this? Look at Sierra Leone and Liberia.
Oh my goodness me.
Playing victim over their destiny. Sit down for blame. All time now they talk about who that do this, who that do that. We not ever take responsibility, say, this is for all of us. Let us see how we can use it for everybody. And that comes right from the depth of those in the ruling classes. Now then they create the victim situation.
Yeah, Sierra Leone is a country of lamentation.
Then they create them because the politics of winners take all is what they practice. It's not the politics of going to work for the people. You understand? When they're not in power, they want you to see them as victim. When they go in power, oh, you know, for talk, then they slap you, then beat you, then kill you. Shaka Stevens, as you mentioned, make out a rule say, weapons in thief or waiting loss, they all buy in self them for punish and not so.
Yeah.
That you can look at as a level of use of impunity or use of force. But that force was used for the greater benefit of Sierra Leone. But what do we get in Sierra Leone and Liberia? Well, maybe it will change because Liberia, see them, don't they? Soften up on a lot of things. But in Sierra Leone, we are reversing back to that barbarian impunity level, and it is amongst the politicians.
You know, I will tell somebody why we talk with the other day. I say one reason we make with day how we did so. Now the fact say we are alien to political expediency and pragmatism. Kama, he was a pragmatist. I do not care what thing you they do. First and foremost, you get for know your purpose. If you get Arata that you owe, you want to get rid of Arata. Does it matter which color push you go fail?
Sure. It matters on how smart the push be, not in color.
Well, this is the problem of Ghana, Sierra Leone. We are about the cosmetic. And no, not a fine pools. This one not a good breed. No, not a better breed. The fact is, it is not about the color of the cat, the breed of the cat. The question is, can the cat catch a mice? This is the problem. This is the problem. Political expediency. Time they come when logic, they meet a dead end. Because even you, when a unionist, you know, say sometimes so I go negotiate. Or they come out there without resolution. At them points then they pragmatism get for come out. Expediency get for come out. Now they the wise men and now can come for try and find way for bridge that difference. We don't get them. You know they now when they sit down, I get treble masters, I get 6 masters, I get PhD. Now library they can run. On a real people, them they can't oversee.
Thank God AI don't come. All them degree they can use like.
Now library they can run. Mortal man not a library. Mortal man now living entity where made of flesh and blood. Then get feeling. Then he respond to stimuli. Then get ambitions. Then self want for do well with them family. They want good healthcare. They want water supply. They want these things. They don't care whether you get PhD or you get treble PhD. Can you manage the economy? Now that's make we not get managers and damages than we get. I want to let you talk about this area. Now,
Another thing where I want that we pay attention to.
Yes.
Because we they play victim, we don't develop the mentality of dependency. What we get the drag. Anybody who they play victim, they always look for somebody for can save them. Okay? First and foremost, what thing they do now with society, if they make you believe say now one idiot for go sit down a state house, now ain't God they stupid enough for put all the sense now head for solve the problems. The other thing say we all for be participant in coming with ideas and coming up with initiative for making solve a problem. We identify leadership rather than create leadership for create teamwork.
Yeah.
We make leadership feel like say, oh, this is a divine thing. And when that person is there, whether he does wrong or right, we have to accept it because God is wicked on us.
Now the theology than the most stupid theology than they were ever heard in my life. You know? It don't make sense.
What if they do bad, rather than tell and say, Paddy, what you they do so not correct? Hello, lefa no more. Now God say, intent go done, and they God go pay them.
That is so stupid.
We they get out of thinking as victims is that it diminish we capacity for look at solutions or for solutions. Rather, we wait for people and for out the solution for we. Let's say every day. Then if one whole election, we Hala to international community. I gave the solutions. Allow get a government of national unity.
Yeah, we don't talk over and over.
It's a solution.
We really need for calibrate. We get for recalibrate.
Remove the one that will take part in the election. Bring people that will not be there on the election. Let them examine what's wrong. Then come out with solutions. We will last.
And then implement then solutions. Then they set up proper free fair elections. And then when they take part, not for take part in the elections, make in other independent people and run, Uda win, it take power, and we get on, we get a new start.
But we cannot think that way because we have been trained with the victim mentality. We not dey look at how for solve the problems. We dey look at how for complain and blame about the problems.
Let I tell you something. As you don't who's did that, somebody be tell me, but them foreigner them. Yes, foreigner they don't well with country. But also the same thing whoever they do in a people country. So best part of the money we get to know they can go below Houston and Sierra Leone. We not they send money there every week. Now we country them. Where we get money, we not just allow the run they go. So what's wrong if the Lebanese can we country anything we get at the can go to Lebanon for go help Hezbollah? That's where his destiny is. And then they plant enable. Let we wake up and let we be radical in we thinking. If we not take seriously the space we God give we, like I read today, we presidents go decorate them soldier man. You decorate soldier man, we're not able for repel invader them. Inside we land. Inside we on land and able to repel them out. When are you the president and the army now responsibility for protect?
It is stated in the Constitution. It is stated in the Constitution.
Yes.
That the army for protect the sovereignty of we country.
We country. Now they get for protect in the president and the army. The integrity of we borders. Now they get for make sure say it is intact.
They come. The army not get business protecting the president. Now dysfunctional states like Sierra Leone, you get the army as the guards for the president. In the United Kingdom, the army not involved with the prime minister or the king.
Papa, I didn't hear Greenwich. Greenwich then get a whole battalion na Greenwich. And not one day, I don't know in England now 4 decades they go so. And not one day see soldier man which combat the past na streets na ya. Never. The only time when you see them pass na television when they deploy them, when they go inside the ship or they go inside the plane, all dressed up for go.
Even here, and let me say it, my last son is a trainer in the army. When he come out na the military camp where they come, na plain clothes they wear.
He's a civilian, yeah.
And he never come out with weapon. The only thing will make say na soldier, he get them t-shirt where them put the crest banner. And even and they know they wear and so pass you wear other clothes.
They wear under, yeah, they wear under.
They can wear an house, but on street, they do
no.
that. You understand? He's in the physical training department, now a trainer.
Well, we only they wear combat, they pass up and down, but they not get any combat experience. The only combat where they don't do now for each Casada leaf, Mondo. That's all they can do.
And then go fire Pampo village and then thief them goods and money.
Well, funnily, right now, these illegal governments, now the army and they use for go take people and land in their hand. And then they can't go. I get a lot of complaints. When people and they call me, they complain to me.
Let us ask, how did we get here? Let of you not just grab overnight, begin what they do. We created the conditions for him to do what he's doing. Without access, we say, we go grumble until thy kingdom come. We go blame until thy kingdom come. So they go ahead and do as they like. You understand me? Secondly, they not say, then when they not the ruling class, don't divide the people the mentality. Whether they call regionalism or tribalism or anything and they. Yes, this started well before now. Let us be clear. The Atlantic slave trade participation sort of galvanized all the conditions here where they suffer so. But we suppose for don't reach a point to self for don't sit down and say, let we stop this now. But it cannot stop. You know why?
Mm.
Those of us who think we're educated, we are nothing but functional zombies and idiots.
Mhm.
We don't even understand, say, we are parties to creating the dysfunctional states where they go on.
No, West Africans, honestly,
Cannot please.
we
America,
have, okay.
hold your peace.
Mhm.
That example between Guinea, La Côte d'Ivoire, Sierra Leone, and Liberia, I did it willfully. I want to get one thing clear. Go to West Africa. The Francophones are doing far better than us, the Anglophones. You know why? The Anglophones then teach we victims, then teach we conservativeness, then teach we for blame the next man not accepting responsibility.
I want to bring a twist to that conversation there.
Come on.
I think the West Africans that will get fundamental problems. I feel to say the slave, what you talk earlier, the slavery mentality, the slavery commerce, it damaged we big time. Let me put it to you this way. Until you say the Anglophone and better pass we in the mentality and how then they do things, well, now we look. Would first get the community, economic community association. Not to West Africa, 1975. South Africa, then gets the own 17 years later.
Sadak.
Then gets French speaking among them. I want to look at
South Africa, if we look at them carefully, it was never colonized by the British, even though they
Now they
speak
bore
in.
them. Now they bore them.
We're not be a minority.
Yes. But what I'm saying is, you know, I wonder we look in depth. There is something wrong with us now, the West Africa axis. Now we they argue, Salomon, Nigeria man, Areka, Salomon, Nigeria man, go Sidon and attire base, they argue, say Messi gets money pass Ronaldo. You know, he will buy chips for himself. But they argue about how much money other man gets. And at the same with the Liberia and Nigerian. Then Nigerian man goes, you know, all day they argue about Arsenal and Chelsea inside Nigeria. He gets, he not get money, he not get money for it, but he they buy Chelsea vest, you know they buy the Eagles vest, or you know they buy Sierra Leone vest, you they buy Chelsea, you they buy Liverpool. Me on if you ask me, tell us Liverpool waiting for him. I say, but boy, you know how much it costs? You know how far that money they go? If I give you the cash, well now, when you look at what they go on development-wise, now the South African countries them, and the East African countries them, then do halfway, and then they progress very fast. Now we first establish.
You get this clear. West Africa, we get a background. We attach to a culture of extravagance. Okay. And within the extravagance culture, we level of productivity is limited. South Africa, they are more extravagant than us. But at the same time, they're very productive. They are grounded.
We are more consumer.
Yes.
Than producers.
Yes. They are grounded, and added to that, they have been through periods of hardship where they learn from, especially at the time when they're under foreign domination. You understand? We not learn from the foreign domination. We copy the foreign domination. And, you know, the copy of foreign domination in West Africa are twofold. First, the Arabic domination. A West African who believes he has to copy the Arabic domination, the desert. You get more allergic than East Africa than you will find in West Africa anytime.
Yeah, Timbuktu, Tanzania. Yeah. Mhm.
You understand?
Yeah.
You get Muslims in South Africa, they don't tie it. We allowed foreign dominance to colonize us and make us victims of our very selves. You know, it's at times some of them here, when you explain, they have to be very careful because you want let people they understand what you mean.
Mhm.
You understand?
Mhm. Get you.
West Africa largely suffered full-blown colonization from 2 points: the Arabic colonization, the European colonization.
Mhm.
What's different is that the European colonization we at later time, when the French came, they didn't come to colonize the African.
Mhm.
They came to make them part of France.
Mhm.
Open up to them
Mhm.
for experience what it means being a Frenchman.
Mhm.
And now open up to we for experience what it means for be British. Then force we for be British.
British subjects.
Yes.
We were never British. We were subjects.
We were beating ourselves in school not to speak our language because
They
we
call
call
them
it
vernacular. They call them vernacular.
well.
Mhm.
The French now, they allow the people to use their language to learn, then teach them French. Yeah. That's where the difference is in the mentality and on the perceptions of the people. And where he was to, that's Sierra Leone and Liberia. Look at Sierra Leone and Liberia.
Mhm.
We are the most backward part of Anglophone West Africa.
Mhm.
Because we think so. It is great to be British. The Liberian man say, oh, my man, I'm an American boy. Oh."
You know what's in the trouble me? The other day, I get a conversation with a brother and a friend. And we all grew up from childhood in the America, Midinaya. He writes something at the buffer. He says Sierra Leone illiteracy na 70%. Now I say, are you sure? Now I say yes. I get the waiting document. I say nobody send them for me because I know for saying a lie. Now they say, hey, well, it didn't a document. I say, even if it's documented, Sierra Leone, not to English, no more people they read and write. There are people when they read and write Arabic.
And what did he say after that?
It still insists, say, no, the illiteracy na 70%. When this is not part of the problem, the way them brainwash we in such a way that we cannot think for ourselves. Because you see, Boku people, what you they fail for realize over 70% of Sierra Leoneans are Muslims. And there are some certain families there, like the Sise family. The Sise family, the Sise clan, you know they command if you not learn the Quran. If you go place like Binti, it is a must now. Most homes that you get for tafsir the Quran, you get for read them back to back, you sabi them. Before you even possibly even go school. Some of them then go, say like you go to the madras, why do they go do Arabic in the evening? So why is it up to this point? If we get government them, now we country, whereby now, even when they do surveys, they go put, can you read or write? If you can, which language can you read or write? You put English. If you put English, is there any other language you can read or write? You say Arabic. Oh, I cannot read English, but I can read Arabic. Then you go find out for say the literacy, they go up.
But let me ask a question.
Yes, sir.
Is a man's ability to read or write make him, or does that make him educated?
No, you need more than that.
You don't even need to read and write. You
No,
only
you
need to have
don't. You don't.
exposure to experiences that can be useful for you.
Yeah.
We
But
man never went to university.
but
But
literacy not say person we can read and write English. If literacy and English no more, if was be read it, right? That is Japanese, they illiterate.
I come with this issue
Uh-huh.
because if we don't get ourselves out of this trap,
Real trap. Real.
the trap of control thinking,
Mm-hmm.
which is one of the reasons why we still there at war with ourselves. If we have to get out of the trap of control thinking, if we examine all the things here, we people them, and we get the national or local language, and they were communicating in them, they built technologies in them, where today we know they see. The way people and they build their house with that dirty block. Now anyway, man convert to brick. Convert to brick. We don't not been they make like that fine mode where you go say this na brick house. But then they put stick, then take the dirty, then ball then put her inside it. Not to so?
Mm-hmm.
Why are we not using those building materials, for God's sake? That red dirty, that laterite dirty. Because we have been taken into a thought trap where make us feel say anything we constitute who that we be is below par.
This is the thing.
We pull them, where you grow up, we'll be meet blacksmiths them. Where you grow up, we'll be meet goldsmiths them where they make jewelry. They were in every town, every village. Where you grow up, I grew up in a house where somebody be they make pottery, who say the man maybe they put in plants them. You get the process way the way they process them, they make into dye. Now even they make gara with.
Mm-hmm.
The first time when the mommy take the chemicals that were imported from Europe for begin make gara was sometime around 1966-67, if I could remember properly. But before then, it was local plants, cola beating, then kind of thing, and I they take make dye. All those are technologies we have left behind. They reflect about literacy. Are we there? Things, Leone? You know, here and now when they argue now too correct. Only that in no say we get higher illiteracy now, not because people cannot read or write English, but because people have failed to unlearn what has been used to brainwash them and relearn something new. As Alvin Toffler say, the man who wrote the book Future Shock say, the 21st century illiterates, I'll just show you. I've been planned for use and today, you bring the issue come up. You see,
Mm-hmm.
the illiterates of the 21st century will not be those who cannot read and write, but those who cannot learn, unlearn.
Mm-hmm. 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 I agree.
That is limiting them and relearn what will make them become useful to themselves.
A very good way you bring that. You remember in those days, photographer not to be job. Photographer and there anymore.
Now we get mobile phone, we don't need photograph.
You know, you get printer everywhere. All man get printer now na host. Things have moved on. So you get for continue for relearn. Before you go adapt within the environment where you dey. What you make some animal then they extinct. Now because they know they do what in this man they talk. They know they do what in this man they talk. I look something where somebody they talk saying a Muslim, you know, for eat pig. Now anyone imam say, not also the Quran tell you, you edit them, give you clear explanation. Say, you know, for eat pig in normal circumstances. He said, but if you just was angry, they catch you, no food, no day. He said, you go eat the pig, where you don't eat and don't, then you can talk about what you need to talk about later. He said, you know, so there are quite a lot of things where, as I speak to you, so, where, Chief Naibana, they say goodbye to Governor Clarkson. He writes a goodbye message in Arabic. I get an eye to look for last sentence to you. He wrote it in Arabic. Because what people and they fail for realize, Sierra Leone now exists for more than 2,500 to 3,000 years. In the 10th century, people have been read and write Arabic. That area, they all Guinea, Senegal, Mali, Sierra Leone. So I don't know what people understand. You see, we have been brainwashed in such a way where we see anything else that is not English inferior.
It's not that we see anything else that is not English inferior. It's anything that is not what we believe in, we see it as inferior.
Sad.
It is not only with those who are Anglo-centric, if I can be permitted to use that word. Okay? Even though some people who think they are literate or illiterate or whatever in Arabic, then get this snobbery that if you cannot read their language, you cannot understand their language, then you are inferior. You understand?
Yeah.
This problem that is fundamental with us, because
Akinai Banana writes so to Governor Clarkson in Arabic.
Okay.
I will send them to you.
Because we always done they make we self exposed to foreign dominance. We get more pride in trying to be what is foreign than being what we are.
What we are, yeah.
You understand?
Yeah, I agree with you entirely.
Be simplistic and be what you be. People begin to doubt you. This is who we have rated ourselves to be. Because we always think, say, that by mystifying our existence, now other people and they respect we. No.
Hey, brother, and a powerful thing this you talk about. So I feel to say this way you talk for so are the nominator and one thing for let it be we program Monday. Now that make we get thoughts of, we get serious stereotypes in Sierra Leone and we stigmatize ourselves in such a bad way and whatever stereotype when we talk about Fulaman, we talk about Minde, we talk about Timni, they are all lies. They're not true.
Brother say, full literacy empowers a person to participate meaningfully in society, make informed decisions, and engage in dialogue. I will not agree with that, sir.
Same here. And then we get to
have moved away from Eurocentric languages, and their people are making progress because they are using Swahili. Same in Central Africa, same in South Africa.
Well, you don't go too far. Make her talk to me, brother. Before the Whitman come, people and the manage affairs in Sierra Leone, we get with kings them. If I not to chief that we get, now after 1885, they water down with kingship system in Sierra Leone. Well, now, during the hot tax war, where Governor Cadway pass a tax waiting, the people then get a dialogue with all the paramount chiefs in Sierra Leone that's time. And then all be decide, say, then get one person, one of them chairman amongst them chiefdom. Not so with man chichi than that. Because a lot of people then feel to say that by Bure unilaterally, go make Gbos. That's what they told us. They lied to us. Now all the chiefs in Sierra Leone, now then choose by Bure forbidden chairman, they meet, then decide, say, it is not then culture, it is not then tradition for me them pay to anybody anything. And when they pay that money, they waiting it benefits them. So they say no. So it was a consensus. They're not be sabi right and read English, but they were able to make a decision. Well, now we were sabi book, we got then double masters and then PhDs. Now we they go up and dialogue, two party, then go, then come out, then say they get recommendation. Say today will not see nothing they happen. And besides, they say when you get dialogue, how you get dialogue in the country, you get 16 ethnic group them, and not representative of the faces. What we get now in our community. We get 16 political party now, only two go sit on the. That is the level of education what we get. Then I don't want it.
Well, let me come in now from the educational point of view.
Okay.
Sierra Leone has not been able to produce a class of technicians and technologists because we use a language as medium of instruction where a greater percentage of the picking them in early school stage, they understand. If you are going to teach a child the concept of water, H2O, you go talk to the Pekin in a Mami language. You understand what in hydrogen mean in the Mami language. You understand what in oxygen mean in the Mami language. The concept where the Pekin they build now from a naturalist point of view. They understand them deeper and better. They get the ability for apply them.
Mm-hmm. I think UNESCO advised that as well, eh?
Finish, sir.
Yeah.
When you teach the Pekin in a language, we're not a natural language, now cram it, they cram them. And when he cram them, now regurgitate it, they regurgitate them. And I understand the concept. If Sierra Leone has to make progress, I am saying it, and I believe in it, and I can prove it. We have to stop using English from kindergarten up to junior secondary school. Let them teach English as a subject. They use, if the Pekin and Mende country, they use Mende for teacher. Now, Timni country, they use Timni. Local country, they use local. When speaking, because concept development, cognitive development in a child is from birth up to age 12. Now they get a correct cognitive development. Most of us are not good in mathematics because we were taught in English.
Wrongly.
We're not wrongly. Then teach them in English where the man where they teach them not understand how to play with the language. If the man teach them in your mommy language, you know how to play with the language. You know how to explain them properly. Then the child will understand the concept properly. The failures in our educational system is from the medium of instruction. That's what East Africa has overcome using Swahili in their school system because it's their natural language. And even UNESCO, since 1958, don't pass that thing there. The 21st of February every year is International Mother Tongues Day. But we don't celebrate it in Sierra Leone because we are fakes. Who feel so man we talk English now educate.
Well, now him they show how intelligent he be. Your level of fluency in English determines how intelligent you are.
No,
Because
sir.
that is the mentality we have.
Wrong. Yes, sir. Welcome, sir.
Yes, Mr. General,
Yes, Daddy. Welcome, sir.
Actually, when we make this comment, I said, truly tracy. I was a person to participate in society, making informed decisions and engage in life. The way that intention do with reading and writing. Just like what Imran said, and from that context, yes. And I got everything to do with reading and writing. The most important thing, as long as, I know, as long as the individual is able to meaningfully contribute or participate within a society, meaningfully, and be able to make informed decisions and be able to engage within a society, you are literate. You don't get anything to do with reading and writing.
Okay. I will give 98%. I will play with it now. The 2% show there.
Brother, distinction, you know, so if Pajalo give distinction, you merit them, I'm telling you.
Honestly, I can really like the conversation. Yeah, I can really like the conversation. But you know, you know, so draw me attention. Quickly, I got just one section very quickly.
Free for
Papa, you free. Now you platform this, bro. Now we all get up.
Points here out there to the people. So just go ahead and make your submissions. Let we discuss them.
Yes, just very quickly, as I say, based on limited time, but like you know, from way of the topic, you get what you talk about, divide and rule, something, you know,
The whole thing, but it's
okay.
fit, right?
Okay. Okay. Yeah. So if that call like they come and go, they follow the program and they do it's inside. Yeah, yeah, sure. You know, for me, I will just touch on this one very quickly. The divide and role, of course, to connect and heal. Because for me, personally, I think when we talk about healing, you know, nothing we need connection. It requires connection.
Yeah.
You know, across all tribes, for example, across every single tribe of our country, and of course, every region or district or kingdom, whatever way we may want to like describe it. Okay?
Yeah.
Of course, even generations as well. I know we're left on behind, except if I get it wrong, you can correct me, sir. You know? Yeah. And you know what? You see, this truth and reconciliation efforts as well. Truth and reconciliation efforts. Eh? It's important in this case.
Are we
Maybe maybe it can be imperfect. Eh? We need to lay the groundwork. Hmm?
I'm with you. Now I make ask you, see, are we serious about doing it? Because Rwanda went through a very more gruesome war. They did a structured truth and reconciliation. Everybody come, they take responsibility. They not victimize anybody. But we on truth and reconciliation, it's clouded.
And of course, and I would say with the simplicity there. Me and you see very well just after the end of Civil War, humanity, Mr. Jallo. We had a Truth and Reconciliation Commission. And all the experts that were involved were carrying out this process. They've all been taken in and documented very important points there. And one of the things that we therefore emphasize on was the justice system. The justice system, yes, on several levels.
Go ahead,
right. Even with all the recommendations and with the experts written, they don't give. After the colonial reconciliation commission, what's we still find ourselves today? It's because we don't learn nothing. We don't learn nothing from this war. There is nothing because with this justice system we'll get today, I wonder before even the start off with civil war in our country, it's looking like say this one is even more toxicated than the justice system of those days. It's so selective. I mean, I know we're going to
than we had before the war.
Yeah, that is it. So it means we learn nothing from the Truth and Reconciliation Commission. Now, that's the reason why I said we will get it, which is the Truth and Reconciliation Commission. You know, maybe imperfect, but we can follow that down well. But now with this kind of leadership, You understand, Tim?
Brother,
Especially where the very individual where we get, we occupy the leadership, not to know the person, on an Imram, a right hand man.
All right. Now me they
Right,
get a job.
right.
Now me give bad job.
You know,
So
Mr. Jallo, this man,
into this.
yes, sir. Okay.
I send a question now one group where we all are Imran Day.
Uh-huh.
As if they know think Kafu mean. What then say Kafu Bulom? What think Kafu mean? Kafu
Okay.
means say headquarter.
Uh-huh.
It's a Bulom word, headquarter. If
Mr. Jallo.
at the headquarter for the Bulom people who they call Shabro, and you know say then they Cambia and put loco, Imran and cousin them.
when I put all of the head, when I put on the boat me
Thank you
so
for
now.
that. Thank you for that, Mr. Jallo. That just tell me, say, you are historically oriented. Thank you for that.
Then the
Thank you for
the
that.
the other
You know,
flip
I'm not
to
serious,
waiting
not
Pajalo
serious.
say you hear me?
Mother
It-
Bio,
Imran
Mother,
done. Yes, sir.
yes, President Bio, repeatedly failed in constitutional obligations. Repeatedly, they don't fail in constitutional obligations. I've been listening when Imran made a mention about the militarism where Mother Bio would decorate. Eh? The military is the way Mother could decorate. And I come across that particular live process there where I make the same comments where Imran just, laid on here and what's not been mentioned there. Imagine you decorating generals and generals and generals. Mother Bio himself will call himself a brigadier general. Mother know what it means to become a brigadier general.
The capacity to have general.
Mother Bio know what it means to become a brigadier general.
Me ask
Somebody will just pack himself from lieutenant to up there. You
Yeah,
don't know what
yeah,
it means
yeah,
to become a brigadier general.
yeah. You not take the exams there, not take the courses.
What does it do? What training he go through? Which lectures this man attend? What the effects? Another one where they go use AK-47, they go beyond for this and call, they call themselves a brigadier general. This man don't fail at a constitutional obligation. And when in fact, not to just an oversight one, not to just an oversight obligation, the obligation to defend the territorial integrity of the country. Tibo, your own Ayenga enable protecting.
No, you get general them.
Your own Ayenga enable protector. That in itself, you don't breach your obligation, you don't breach a contract where you sign with we.
Totally.
Maybe you take them to court for that. Because,
Mother be okay for go na court,
because,
but you don't know.
because look at we borders in today. And then see what they see they happen at Salon, Mr. Chalo, MMT, then Kush and Glock. Not to say now inside envelope and they put then they send and they like a postal. No. And then they come by envelope. They are coming in tons and they control what's the key. And they control the airports. What are they in charge? Who's the head of the
The airport was constructed purely for drug trafficking. If anybody
and
cannot
even
say
and
that, I will
even
say
what's a key. Even what's a key. And by the way, what are the head of Wasaki? Now Yakubu, I don't call it Yakuba. Yakuba Bio, mother is my brother. He is the head of Wasaki. And what are the head? What are they even the head the Freetown International Airport? Jack Masakoi. Who is Jack Masakoi? So we all know that Jack. We know in connectivity, we know how a link with mother. So these guys know exactly what they're doing. Mother on a repeated occasions, they don't fail in constitutional obligations on multiple occasions, on several occasions. Oh, we got some here now. By the ways, I've been really get an engagement with a particular group. We, I meet with some very brilliant brains and lawyers and ex-militaries. within to cyber related as well from the US and different parts will be engaged yesterday. And I've been really happy with the conversation. And maybe Mr. Jallo and MMT are more behind here outside of this conversation. Maybe we'll get, we'll talk more details about that. Maybe at least someone will show up there and have a talk. So
Okay, sir.
just some,
No
yes, sir.
problem.
Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you, my brother.
Talking, I was looking at certain basic data.
Okay.
We not get the structural capacity for getting rank than they will build a kiso to people. We get them.
But say we country na title and put man to na order
Hello.
of the day.
I'm not
And
saying
the thing where I be one for add pan where you talk about.
you the means.
You dey hear me?
Me. How then keep something done permanent?
Ikoya.
Oh yeah.
You know, waiting I want for tell me, brother, until you talk about Kafu Bulom, now the Yoni side is the headquarter for the Yoni people and they call it Yoni Bana.
Yeah, I don't know. The volume, when they get you, I know they get you.
Wait,
The sound system.
thinking of me. You forget her now. Yes, sir, go ahead.
Where me brother talk about Kafu Bulom. Now in the headquarter for the Bulom people them. When at the Yoni side, the headquarter for the Yoni people them na Yoni Bana.
Yes. That are for the poorer side.
Yes. But you don't come can draw the battle line until then talk for say we dey per non-kinetic war. But by the time when they reach Usa you they go, bruh, this na kinetic war between me and you two. You give me fumble one or want.
Hey God. I think he don't drop off.
Yeah, okay. Well, you go still give me because
You see, on a very serious note, Imran, all them kind of funny structures here would create. We are never doing it in favor of building a country. We are doing it in favor of building a clan or a clique so that the non-kinetic war will continue. You understand? Bio said it's openly on the BBC, image salon don't divide. How can you say that ahead of?
Honestly. You see the Liberian
of the country in backwardness. They go say publicly, you're not able to stop her. If so, your duty for stop them. But your duty is, now that it has been mentioned, get a class of people who would research and understand the roots of it all and come with recommendations to be implemented. And part of those recommendations should have been look at the truth and reconciliation recommendations, see what's in the day we go help we for unite. But it's like nobody cares. All what's in and care for, that for plunder the country. Imran, the plunder where they go on Sierra Leone right now, if Sierra Leoneans then know, then go to the hand at the head.
Of course. But the sad thing is, they're not interested for no.
For plunder resources.
All waiting and care for no is now for course we mammy them with the talk. Protecting the very people them way the damage the country economy. I do not know how we people and they think, how then they function.
Imran.
Yeah.
I invite all the one that they cost mommy, let them cost boy jalo mommy. That will not stop
me. Not they bother me. You know, get for make us stop what they do. The reason we make they say that because it happen. What would they talk? So the very people and we suppose when they get the wrong end of the stick, where they really suffer. Now the very people that when they come out, they protect the very people there, you know. Then you go ask yourself, you know, then people they are normal. They're normal.
That's a question I did not want to come with publicly. because I did not want to be misunderstood. But I would say it now that you've come with the issue. Okay? Normalcy, as it should be, is absent in Sierra Leone.
You're correct.
You know why?
I agree with you.
I they give the reason. Not to say I just a talk amo. The underlying problem of Sierra Leone na generational trauma, intergenerational trauma, and it's systemic. So what you should consider as normal is not normal to us. And because what we should consider as normal is not normal, we don't accept abnormalities. And look at our cultural expressions. It's all about abnormalities. The Saloma one for fake for being British or American. That's abnormal. Listen to Sierra Leone music na hint then they pull pan people. That's abnormal. You understand?
The other day, as you
Listen
don't.
to the way, and they can't lie, just finish. Listen to the way they talk to ourselves.
Oh, rough.
They talk at each other.
Yeah,
That's
rough.
abnormal. So when they talk about normalcy, let's don't look at Sierra Leone. Well, maybe normal for what we have accepted, but normal for normalcy is not in Sierra Leone. Go ahead, sir.
You know, West Africa, we get problem. Oh, we get serious problem, bigger than waiting with the thing. The other day, I sat here and I say, "Hey God, I miss Robert Mugabe." I be just the imagine if not Robert Mugabe, Donald Trump be talking that nonsense they too. You know, those are the. You know, Bokai, the man they talk to you in a way where you say you not like. That's when they interview you afterwards. The man disrespect me this, but the man they talk to you in the presence of the whole world, they answer and yes sir, yes sir, yes sir. I want go kick Kamusa Isidom, and at that point, I say, "Hey God, Mugabe, Mugabe, wake up, Mugabe."
I'll not get you clearly. Would I grumble, say then disrespect to that?
Nah, President Bokai. Now in a grumble now. In a grumble now say the man, the go tell him, saying Sabi English. That is exactly how the colonialists they behave. They not believe say black man for talk good English, blah blah. The side where you they can talk. Now lamentation you deeper. The side where the man tell you the nonsense. You not take a Monday. You can't be here, they can't grumble.
Well, he could not have.
Mugabe would. Mugabe, he should have. He should have.
Mugabe also would not have.
Mugabe would. But if you follow Mugabe na United Nations. Now they publicly talk for say United States. Now he misplaced. For then they go UN meeting day. Mugabe not the means he words. If it is right, he says it. Come on.
Mugabe would have preserved not even his public comment about what happened. He would have preserved his opinion for another day.
Mugabe would answer him right there. And tell him for say, not to you put me school as I be talk English and we talk English so we come out. And you are right. We speak English better than Una because na grammar we talk.
You see, that what day where Donald Trump talk, where I see people and take the shape all over the place. And they tell we say we not normal. Honestly. I don't care about what Donald Trump speak. As a matter of fact, if I'm president of Sierra Leone, I go to America, whether they talk na Creole or they talk or Timney, let them interpret them. You understand?
Yep, that's duty. They owe that duty for them to interpret. But we not believe say one go show say we sabi talk English past the one that we get a language. But the fact still remains say somebody there for stand up for something. He should have replied him accordingly, not rudely, but very smartly, but adequately.
But is he smart enough to do that? That's
He
the
is,
question.
because after when I interview him afterwards, he's smarter, way smarter than I thought he was. But why didn't he speak? Because you not get the testicular fortitude. We got too many cowards in West Africa. I'm telling you. Mugabe,
Imran.
Samura
Imran.
Machel, Shaku
Imran.
Ture, Ukraine.
Imran.
Yes, sir.
Victim mentality, they diminish your intellect. Anybody when they play victim, intelligence they diminish. Because you don't get the capacity for the innovative thinking. You understand?
Uh-huh.
You always wait for complaint to somebody for think about the solution. You understand me?
Uh-huh.
As far as I'm concerned, but cannot show intelligence.
None whatsoever.
Not say the man is intelligent, he's not. See that I say he can speak good English. Where are you from? I say, but Trump is making mockery of this man.
Mm.
But he doesn't seem to know that.
You better for let sign stupid contracts where no, they meet criteria. So far, people are concerned.
It's
Daddy,
the oil in West Africa. Take it from here. That oil now Liberians alone are part of the problem we'll get right now. Own man not the show face in America. People they're not inviting us to the White House. But he's going to see King Charles, not to so.
your brother, the ambassador, they do the work for Donald Trump properly in Sierra Leone.
Say door. You know, we get to understand what's in the going on at the world. We get to understand what America and England are one country.
Of course, my brothers, our brother countries.
Okay. What in America wants now Britain want. What in Britain wants now America want, yeah?
And they can't shape.
When Donald Trump begin drag people in America, on a prime minister no attempt,
The man,
you know attempt, yes or no?
of course,
Not so the people of Britain stop him.
Greece self don't do it. Greece self depend right now.
You see, we get to understand them dynamics here. We get to understand them and begin think accordingly as a people. Let us stop playing victim. Let us start thinking about solutions. Because at the end of the day, we are losers.
The one and when they talk about international community, now they tell that. Then feel to say international community, now they answer to them problems. They don't know for say they are the problem.
You have
Because
not,
you see how they left that man like free range chicken that Sierra Leone.
Imran, allow me to say this. Julius Madabio is still in power because the international community wants him there.
Of course.
Okay?
True.
He's giving our resources to them cheap.
Cheap.
And he's doing something that is to the advantage of the international community.
They don't care if the man kill we all. Once they get what they want.
Well, then they depopulate Sierra Leone systematically. That drug infestation within Sierra Leone is depopulation.
Of course. The man.
But not all you go talk now.
They don't see them that American ambassador, they don't infiltrate Sierra Leone. They go through with business like free range chicken. You know, they don't know what's in they go on. People like the international, the ambassador don't say this. Whose country, sober country, where ambassador they get shot a leverage? Tell me about.
But outside the man get right for go see them na a political party platform. They
Talk to
about.
me. Tell them. Everything they call American ambassador, that's what he say. That's what he say. What he think no matter, na Sierra Leone. He not get an opinion. He should not be allowed to have an opinion about we sovereign issues. He should not have any opinion. You want to tell me for say America they fetch over tea when they put tax pa. America fetch for tea tax. Now you the can't tell we for say we get elections. Tea when we put pa when American independence, when I say we hold it true to be self-evident that all men are created equal and they are endowed with their creator with certain inalienable rights to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. And among those rights, government are toppled. Now the American say so. It is relevant in a country, but we get election, we not get result. You say na spilt milk. Then they talk for saying I watch all that they come from within American ambassador talk, but results not the. If results not, then I'm more the reason we forget on the election. Period. No more, no less. You want me for saying America they get election and not get results, they go left and so. They're not going left and so. Say the one way they since we not get results. It's in Donald Trump they not get result. Let's continue.
We got a systemic problem, but we created it through intergenerational trauma. And we're able to solve them, only that we were the past say we educated, we're not ready for doing it. We're not ready.
What's in the morning? I mean, why they see man we go school, man we supposed to be enlightened, man within at the first world. If they can't tell you with argument, but the American ambassador now so he says. So if he says so, that makes it right, that makes it correct. You as a Sierra Leonean, what do you say? That's what I want to hear. No, the American ambassador say results not there, so there is nothing we can do. But we have treaties, and some of them treaties, then we sign it with America, we sign it with ECOWAS, we sign it with Geneva, we sign it with United Nations, and those treaties are law in our country. So those laws are not relevant.
They're not
These are
relevant.
people that go to school, where then I make this policy, where make this definition about literacy. For me, the biggest full man in Ghana alone are the one that will go school. Because all the problem then where we get now we country and the cause of. Not to Pa Momo, not to Pa Brahma, not to Kini Adebo, not to Kini Munda, not to Pa Sise, Pa Kamara, not to none of them, or Pa Jalo, Pa Bailo, not to them all. Now the one where they call themselves Esquire, is a lawyer, na legal luminary. In fact, the lawyer in our country them full excuse. Because if we get lawyers then, we get law community in Sierra Leone, big one, because Sierra Leone they produce lawyer they now pass anything. Pass lollipop. Now the only thing they produce. But are they effective? Are they effective? And they talk to Boku lawyer, they say if the 7 days don't pass, it don't done. Now lie. They get something they call judicial review. If waiting happen, it render the country unsafe. It's a high risk. The judge gets duty of care for hear that case. If the person put a good argument, if the issue in question, they threaten the society where we dey. So they can do a judicial review where it don't pass the 7 days, but then they take them, even though they're out of time. And they see and traffic things them and everything, and they get how many days where you for apply in a court. If you not apply, it don't pass. You they put in out of time a request. You give them the reasons and everything. Even though you don't pass the time, the judge they hear your case.
Why not?
Then they talk like for say we don't pass the 7 days. That is it. It don't done. That is a lie. Especially in a situation in our country, we not be getting exhibits for put forward to the judge because we not get result. That will be the argument, and in fact, that will be the argument. Wait for make the supine the how you call them the ECSL boss now court say for producer because that they pervert the cause of justice. That a perversion of the cause of justice. Where that man can go for 10 years in jail. Me not a lawyer, but I get understanding for no say that man they by the fact say Muna want for going to court, he hold that document in a perverting the cause of justice.
Imran.
Yes, sir.
Salon go change, will they change them? But Not a one net with the change them.
Papa, the spots them. If you get eraser, the spots they will get for eraser plenty. Because this is a leopard skin. The spots them boku.
Because I don't ready for pull the spots, then I don't invite you on the way cost me because let them come cost. Then not they stop me.
You know the border would kind of me what I have to say, I will say them. Who wants to learn from it would learn from it. Who don't want for learning, one for course, you know they bother me. For me, I dey make this disclaimer before every Sierra Leonean. The nastiest beat I ever get from my mama, somebody calls me mama a beat am. The mommy beats me like for saying no to him, but me want for kill me. He said I no ever fetch over mommy cause. He said if person calls you mama, he don't just say not respecting you. Now more the reason we make you for just left him in the suffer. So person calls me mama, I know they ever calls person mama back. I don't have that time.
So he point one finger, 3 points back at you.
Exactly. That beats me, mama beats me. I not go like
Don't cost you on 3 times.
yeah. That beats me like the most nasty beat I ever get from me, mama. He said, don't you ever fight on my behalf. If they cost me, I mean then cost. Not to your business.
You know, we country, a lot of things they will need for make we quietly review them as a people. And if we really need for or want for understand we country, let we get ourselves out of the box so we don't put ourselves. Because now put ourselves in them boxes then they. This day inside the box then call a APC. Then they inside the box then call them SLPP. Then they inside the box then call a UNPP. Then they inside that box he call a Mendy.
You see the problem I get with you? You see the problem I get with you? You don't give them box. You don't give them respect. Now cartoon and they cartoon.
P. They're not they see side to side and they. You understand me? And they're not even see the bigger picture of the light where they shine.
Oh man. You know say they all fever. All the parties that are alone, you notice say they all get P.
But you know the irony about the political parties then?
Mm-hmm.
You know the irony about the political parties then? Where you gonna say they all not honest? That P word always they talk about people. But they really working in the interest of the people.
When I make they tell you say they all get P, but the people that are the only people that will not exist in that party then they just there for formality and dressing. Window dressing.
I don't know. I don't know if na intellectual engineering we been done do for lie. Honestly, we lie. That's anybody. Me they not tell me now. No, we say Sierra Leoneans say they lie.
Sierra Leone with
you know they lie like they. I say well, thank you.
We perfect the art of lying from the home. I remember they tell them we get telephone then we country. You see, now we don't go behind. First time in the 70s, 80s, most houses they get telephone. When the telephone they ring, hello, you mama or you papa they whisper to you. What's wrong for let you talk or say papa busy go call you back or mama busy? So at a very early age, I don't teach them for life. Or you papa they go sleep. Is anybody come and they go sleep and not do. You know? So lying a thing where picking and Sierra Leone they pass out for life. Very early in the age.
Honestly, this will be my last comment for today. Honestly, not here see us lie. Lie na a security mechanism. A security mechanism because people are so messed up. They don't want to be tracked. If not a day I use the sleep, then call the safe chair no day. What in that means? You know, I let them track them.
So then I bet you don't go take for pay.
Now we close for today. I see you look tired.
Yeah.
Salon talk we not go down inside one day, but we tell the usual fans the working come around. Thank you for coming. Mr. George Stone, do you allow left for take one mat pan salon? The problem big pass our mat day. We problem is big pass our mat.
Well,
If we make one mat, the problem not ever solve because those who are enjoying the loot, they're happy for make we sit on the grumble and curse. They know say at the end of the day, that's as best as we can do. What is some of who they talk now, they make them very uneasy, Imran.
Mm-hmm.
When somebody don't call me, tell me, say, brah, you they hit hard on the system. I say, yes. Hey, brah. I say, well, what happened? No, boy, this, that. I say, me don't need you now, I need me. All right, we will catch you. I say, all right, you now pay tickets, can no alone, I can't catch me. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Because they know they don't want the truth out there to the people. That's all it takes. Even this preacher and they preach about illiteracy, it's all about lying to the people that we are in control. Una not sabi nothing, now we sabi all things, so now for always they can't we. Illiteracy in the country is very high. The how they talk about illiteracy, you not even know in background. They don't know in origin.
Oh, daddy, me grow up. Na Cambia. I grew up na Bo. Na Minde line. The local mosque where the imam, where they preach. They read in Arabic, interpreter in Mende. You go to the north. They read the Arabic interpreter in Timni. You go to the Fula Mosque. They read them in Arabic, interpret them in Fula. So how can you do statistics about literacy in your country? You say it's 70% illiterate. Well, 70%, the bulk of the majority of the country, now Muslim them. And by now Muslim them, they body but say 30% can read and write Arabic. You know, we can be very deliberate about these things.
Now, yes, we should. And one thing that most people don't know, a greater percentage of the Muslim business people,
Mm-hmm.
then they do their accounting and bookkeeping and everything
in Arabic. Yes. And just like what you would do now, so now WhatsApp, where would they write Creole with English alphabet?
Mm-hmm.
Now, so we papa, we grandfather, we great grandfather, may they write the thing with the Arabic alphabet.
Yes.
This is fact. I know that for real.
I have seen those books. It's not here, say something. I have some of those books.
So, you know, how you go school, you are so limited about your society. You're so limited. Go on the line. We be get one mosque na A line where we they go pray. I was born a Muslim before I turned Christian. We be go to that mosque last day. Now that time I know for say me name and get bad accents by Arabic. You know? You know? That's what I knew. You know? Even by Arabic, accents de Panam. Accents de Panam. You know? But now exposure, they make you learn things and they.
And one last thing. Do you know that even the secret societies, they may get their own form of alphabet?
Yes.
That they wrote letters to each other? secret societies in Sierra Leone and get your alphabet. If you bank,
You remember when me and you two just meet, a document where you give me about the legal practice na the Yonibana area,
yes.
where the lawyer them of old, na poorer people them, then they go na court for go represent them clients, then they wear mask na their face. Not to a Catholic missionary writes that book there where it talk about all of that.
I go find that document lack out at one of the
No,
programs.
so there are quite a lot of things that people don't know. Before the Wetman they can Sierra Leone, we get we own legal practice. We get we own legal system. Why you feel to say we beget people like Kopur Soya? Kopur Soya na the Minister of Defense. Kopur Finti na Minister of Health. Then you get Boboro. Boboro na the tax collector. We beget designated roles. We beget institutions.
But any society gets institutions. Any society and every society. What is different at the level of sophistication?
Yeah.
Nine different. Even there are people who they live in a forest state, they na the Amazon and get their own system.
Can get your system. But now that's make way we be talk now who say that about civilization. I am always very worried. Because nothing was subjective. Nothing way it's very difficult for define. Because when they talk about civilization, the West when they talk about civilization, at a time where the Persians then they talk about astronomy, then they talk about algebra, then they talk about mathematics. People in Europe now cave them in the sleep.
Well, let me just step in there. That may not be civilization, it may be level of technological advancement. And they will fail back in Africa. We molest with technology, we take technologies that we know to we own. The Chinese, one of the things will make them able to develop very fast, then preserve their technologies, then take the foreign technology, they use them for improve on their local technology. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
And then the Chinese, they're smart. The Asians, now the same thing than they do.
But my brother, the Amazon, Indian, they don't depend biological weaponry longest than anybody else. The arrow, now that go longer that poison and any rubber. If it took you, you die immediately.
Yes.
Who taught them that?
Then get all the technologies where they need for survive.
For survive.
The medicine they would then get for snake bite. We people let me get and force them.
Yep.
When snake bite you, then they go there and split and quick, then tie your foot, let the blood not flow. Then get the leaf food and they make them put on there. If they see until like fraught, they come out. The poison they come out.
Yep. Civilization is relative, but they don't brainwash me for feel to say the only civilization within are the one are the Western civilization. No, I totally disagree with that. And that's quite a lot of people that can try for say.
I want to get this point clear.
Uh-huh.
Civilization is about the ability for live together. The technology, where the white man can teach we say na in a civilization, is what you do to survive.
Yeah.
The white man can teach me the wrong thing about civilization. I make 30 days we are brainwashed.
Totally.
Now they in a bush where they tie for me. As long as you're able to live with 10, 15, 20 people and they tolerate themselves.
Aha. Not only Creole word for that, vomina the Minde word for that, vomi.
Well, now they use.
The Creole word na krubombo.
All right. Yeah, as long as they're able to live together, they survive and coexist together, they're civilized. There is civilization in Sierra Leone, but it's based on ethnicity and regionalism. We not get that civilization where they identify, say, this is Sierra Leone. Now they try for build so. But what if we Sierra Leonean don't take a civilization way wrong? Now technology. To the Salomon, when man go wear glasses where you not see one, they are this you don't civilize. No, the man don't check
And when we
technology.
talk about modernization, we talk about importing something from outside. No.
What do we get?
Now, when you
For
improve on what you want to get, exactly. You don't modernize them.
you get the drift now. You get the drift now.
If you get, if you get in your local rice breed, we improve on them. Where if that rest in a 5 bag if they make, you know, per bushel, you make them, they make 20 bags per bushel. You don't modernize them. It has been improved.
Yeah.
You know. Anyway, my brother, now we come, now we they go. Me family where they participate. Salon Talk TV. We tell you thank you. We appreciate you connect your contributions. Ronald Johnston, bra, you na old cow na rope. You don't tell with me from the beginning. You have been consistent. But we go like for see you they participate. You get for the call or you even can at the show. I appreciate you so much. You know one of the man we help open me eye. You na a gem so far I'm concerned. Thank you very much. And for all the other viewer them, we can join with this Friday. We tell una thank you. We appreciate una. You know, say Bod, not to the amount of feather we you get. Bod, not to the amount of nest we able build. Bod na fly the fly. So whether na eagle or resbod we may name they call Suki, whatever na still board. Board na board. Board no pass board. So with society itself, we get for make them, whether you not Timney, whether you not Mende, whether you not a minority, whether you not man, whether you not woman. We want an egalitarian society where we all now one, we all equal. Nobody no better pass the company, nobody no superior. Because this supremacy, business over the hegemony, now in the damage West Africa. All man want for make cocky because I am superior. I get 4 degree. So man, I make it deliberately to go get 4 degree because it want come bully other people into submission. That is not the reason why you get degree. You get degree for use and for benefit yourself and the people around you. Anything where you get, if you know they be of use to you and your neighbor, it is totally rubbish. Now that's make Creoman say good neighbor better pass far away family. But Sierra Leone na the only place where far away family, whether the wait man, it better pass a local family. You go sell all things where when I get to them, then you exclude the one way. Now you immediate neighbor. Where Creoman tell you clearly, it say a good neighbor, it better pass far away family. Unallow we focus on we local family. Whether not Timney, whether not so, whether not local, whether not whatever tribal orientation, now you brother. The mentality that's been there, it affects all the tribal in Sierra Leone because Timney man himself believe in that bindi. That if you're not Timney, any way Timney man will correct, any way the man will wrong. That is not the right mentality. And if you don't have the man and sing the song, but Sierra Leone, all the tribal orientation and guilty of that. Creole themselves the very one way they make a restore. We feel to say them better than superior, everybody else inferior. We get there with half stereotypes. Where would they put for make stigma for other people and we get for left hand. We love una so much. We go come again next week. We Pajalo go look on, he pull whatever topic we get for waiting. We go bring a canto una. Because when I don't attack me today, I don't say nothing. Let me self talk. So I go left Pajalo, let go look on between Saturday and Sunday. Let Monday let bring some team palatable where we can talk about Snaya. Babulem Namikam Namide go una thank you.
Balugrana depa. When they talk about X-ray, they talk about them Okufula, they know so. We say Creole and they make a restore. We not could restore, they make. Muna, thank you for listening. They are the new people Muna subscribe to the channel, and the old people Muna help me for share this channel. And I like the video and I share them. Let we keep this going. We are building something gradually. We will reach some highway. Some of them here they begin to translate them into the national languages and share. Let people then get the message. Because until we get the message and begin things, okay, timni bodama ona mende na me fumble. Me na mende bodama ona timni na me fumble. Until we get the messages here, the same old thing for they go over and over, over and over. And as they go over and over, they get worse. Now we know that. Anything where they continue for some time, they pick up velocity. They pick speed. And they become very dangerous if not a bad thing. If not a good thing, they become very refined. And as far as the alien concerned, all them things here what they talk about, not so good things for we. So as time they go on, then they become more dangerous. Now think about that. Now begin look at how we can change and what we need for change. We go come back on Monday. Everybody who they listen to we, the one that we take part now. I wish you all a happy weekend and a safe one. Let God keep we until we meet on Monday. On a good night.
You remember that song will be the
What
single
happens
small?
when truth becomes a tool,
Yanda,
not
yanda,
a
yanda.
right?
We go
In
we go
Sierra
reach there.
Leone, confusion isn't
Bajalo.
just chaos, it's strategy. When leaders deny what you live, gaslight your reality, and rewrite the past, who really holds the power? Tonight on Truth Unmasked, we expose the tactics, we name the games, we decode the lies. Don't just believe what they tell you. Ask why they want you to believe it.